this week's Spotlight Assembly beamed into your classroom. Today's Spotlight is hosted by myself, Azura, and Earshot. Before we would like you to remind you about personal goals during our time in assembly. Please make sure you're listening carefully through our assemblies. This shows you're being a respectful penguins.
Remember to share any talent clips with us so we can add them to the beginning of the assembly. This week we'll be enjoying the wonderful musical talent of Tala.
Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven's eyes, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart. A world where roses blue. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday word seems to turn to love song. Give your hands all to me, the night will always be La Vie en Rose. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday word seems to turn to love song. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose.
Last week, 9 of our learners proudly presented Nexus in the Children's Summit for AIM School. Last term, Nexus hosted our first global summit, and 8 of our learners bravely took part of sharing an experiment of the pandemic with children from around the world.
The purpose of the summit is to offer support to children and also to find solutions to world problems. Here's a clip from the first summit. Full videos of both will be shared with your teachers very soon. Miss Claire is going to tell you about the next one after the clips.
Before we go to our spectacular Super Supreme opening speech, we would like to give an exquisite warm welcome to all of the representatives from around the whole wide world. We will introduce ourselves in more further detail when we move to our interesting discussion group. Please, could you keep your mics muted until it's your time to speak? This shows that you have respect for your classmates and friends around the world. Could you give us a beloved wave and say hello when I say your country, so we can see all the countries you are here and your lovely smiles? Scotland, Turkey, England, New Zealand, United Arab Emirates,
Hello.
Dubai, Papua New Guinea, India, Netherlands, Nepal, Turks, Caicos, but last and not least, Norway. We also have additional videos from Belgium. And now over to Tala, who will share her opening speech.
What a great honor it is to be among each and every one of you today. What an honor it is to be part of our generation, a generation that has not only survived, but thrived during this most unusual year. We are here today to exchange ideas, to share feelings, encourage each other and look after each other. Then we can show the world that we've got what it takes to beat this crisis. We are not the new normal, we are super normal.
Hello everyone, I am so excited to announce the topic of our next Nexus Children's Global Summit. Now we have run 2 exciting summits and there must have been, I think, about 17 of our Nexus learners involved so far. This is an opportunity for you if you are in year 4, year 5 and year 6. If you would like to step outside your comfort zone and practice some public speaking, if you would like to connect with other children of a similar age to you around the world and listen to their thoughts and ideas, and if you would like to share your thoughts and ideas in order to make the world a better place, then the Nexus Children's Global Summit is for you. Now, speaking to the learners who were involved in the last 2 summits, what they said to me was they loved connecting with other children. It was really exciting. They loved stepping outside their comfort zone and feeling nervous, but then feeling so proud of their achievements at the end of that. And that's really good for our well-being. We should all be a little bit nervous and excited sometime and challenge ourselves to do something that's quite exciting. So the topic of our global summit is, why is it so important to embrace diversity? Now, at Nexus, we embrace diversity and we challenge minds. So this is a very important topic to us. And I'm looking for 2 people to share a speech and probably around 6 other people to take part in the event. So maybe you'll do an opening speech, maybe you'll do part of a closing speech, maybe you'll take notes and share what people have shared within your group. So there are lots of different roles and we don't need to decide who does what, okay? But if you want to take part in the speech, you can prepare a speech that takes 1.5 minutes. And ideas for you to talk about are, you could talk about what diversity means. You could talk about, paint a picture with your words to describe what would a world look like where everybody was exactly the same. Can you imagine the same culture, the same religion, if they looked the same in physical appearance, in colour of skin, in attitudes and opinions? Can you imagine what that would be like? So you could describe what that could be like. You could talk about why it's important to embrace and celebrate differences. What sorts of things can we learn from each other if we do have differences? What advice would you give to a child who is worried about feeling different in any way? What would you say to them to make them feel better? What would you do if you saw someone being treated unfairly because of something that was a little bit different about them? What would you do? What would you say? Okay, what advice would you share with anyone who does not embrace diversity? What words of wisdom would you give to them? So that's just some ideas for your speech. If you are interested in taking part, and if we get lots and lots of people who are interested, I'm afraid we can't involve everyone, but we're planning on doing the summits every term, so lots more people will get the opportunity. I would like a kind of audition because I do need people who are going to work hard. You must be willing to practice and meet with me and the other members of the team who are helping with this and really take on board our tips for public speaking. Okay, you don't have to be the most confident public speaker, but if you're willing to get advice and practice, then we would love to hear from you. So if you want to take part in this event, please share a video of yourself discussing these topics, okay, that does not last for longer than 1.5 minutes. I will be looking at how clearly you speak and also listening to your ideas, okay? Now, if you can share that with me by the 19th of March, that will be really helpful. Then it will give us a month to prepare. The actual event is on the 22nd of April, and we will be presenting live on a Zoom meet to children from Malaysian schools and also around the world. I've had lots of teachers who are very excited who want to join in as well. So I'm very excited about this, and I look forward to hearing from you, year 4, 5 or 6. Good luck with that.
Time of the week where we wish happy birthday to those celebrating. This week we have Oscar in year 4 and Vane in year 6. Happy birthday to you both. Now let's have a look at some learning that has been going on this week. Year 6 has some pretty exciting things to share. check out. I hope it didn't crack. I don't think it did. It didn't break. It didn't break. 2, 1.
For the big reveal. It didn't crack. Did it work? It did, I think. Oh. Wait, did it work? Yeah.
Thank you for being really careful following our SOPs. Now let's go over to Mr. Rob for some reminders.
Welcome to Mr. Rob's Reminders. This week it's a little bit embarrassing because I've got to talk about the toilet. Okay, so what it is that some people have been going to the toilet and they're forgetting to press the flush. Okay, so just a reminder, when you go to the toilet, it's really important that you flush the toilet, put the lid down, flush the toilet, and then of course go and wash your hands, because it's always nice for someone to go in and find a clean toilet. Okay, so that's my reminder for this week. Happy flushing!
Thanks, Mr. Rob. Flushing is a very respectful thing to do.
Thank you so much to Azura and to Ershad for your amazing presenting skills in this week's assembly. Well done. Thanks to everyone who has shared their learning, and keep remembering Mr. Rob's reminders, everybody. Have a fantastic Friday and a very relaxing weekend, and we will see you safe and well next week. Take care.